Hi, so the first horse that is helping me with this video is Blink. Blink is my blind Appaloosa, and he's recently been started under saddle and is further along with the bridling technique that I've been using, so he's a great first demo horse to help show what the almost end result is. So I do use cookies to help with the bridling process, especially when they are first learning, and I present them right alongside the bit to the horse. This not only rewards the horse for taking the bit, but allows them to directly associate taking the bit into their mouths as something good. You can see here that Blink willingly takes both into his mouth, mostly on his own without fuss, which is what we're looking for. The next step for Blink would be to encourage him to actively seek the bridle, but currently he has done a great job as a demonstration pony, so onward to the next one. And this next horse in the video is Dash. He is a 2-year-old that I am starting under saddle for his owner. Dash had never been introduced to a bit and bridle before this video, so I thought it could really be useful for you guys. So first I catch Dash's interest by giving him a freebie cookie. This encourages him to look for another, which is the mindset I want him to have when teaching him what a bridle is. I want him to seek the bridle on his own when he sees it. After the freebie cookie, the bit and cookie do become a package deal. He does have to have the bit at least on his lips in order to have the cookie. And there he does take the bit into his mouth with the cookie, so I raise the bit into his mouth for just a second before releasing. It's very important to allow the horse an out when teaching them about the bit, so you avoid teaching them unwanted behaviors. In the next round, I keep the bit in his mouth a little longer because his expression tells me that he isn't afraid at all. He is processing the situation calmly and with a bit of curiosity. The third time around, he really starts to explore the feel of the bit in his mouth a bit more, so I keep support into his mouth, but I hold the bridle in a way that allows him to back out of it if he really feels uncomfortable. This seems backwards to a lot of people, but in reality, the more that we try to force horses into things, the more they find ways to avoid it. In the case of bridling, this could be the giraffing behavior, backing away forcefully, clamping up their jaw, and others as well. It's also important during this process to watch your horse's expression and try to release the bit before they get uncomfortable. If they don't get uncomfortable during the bridling process, there's no reason for them to avoid it. And you can see here shortly that Dash is Mr. Smarty Pants and has already started to go after the bit rather voraciously. If this happens to you guys, let me know and I'll be happy to help with it. For this session though, it was Dash's very first time and I wanted him to be completely focused on it being pleasant as long as I was safe, so I didn't then go on to tell him no, get away. And after a technical difficulty, we are back, of course via Dash knocking over the camera. He also wouldn't have been able to differentiate the importance of bridling politely versus being an outright cookie monster at this stage. So another important note to have is patience while doing this. Allow your horse the time to process and explore the tool that he or she will be using regularly during their work life before fixing it permanently into their mouth via head stall. It's also best to keep these sessions shorter and sweeter for the horse's sake. If you overdo it lengthwise, the horse can end up feeling pressured, and then voila, you have a gorilla match, and not only are you outmatched strength-wise, but you have caused your horse to find reasons to get out of bridling and given them strategies on how to do it. As for the shortness factor, this video clip and Dash's first bitting session is just about done, and I hope this has helped you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message or a text. Thanks. Bye.